Hello everybody and welcome to the Grand Prix watch-along coverage for the 2023 Moto2 Italian Grand Prix. Now, it's a very interesting weekend as well because the championship battle is exactly 25 points between them as well. Because coming into it, Tony Arbolino is 25 ahead of Pedro Acosta, who crashed last time out. What will the stories be told here at Mugello be? Who is going to be on top? Let's find out. Here it comes then. Coverage of Moto2's Italian Grand Prix. Moto2 gets underway here for the Italian Grand Prix. Aaron Canet is on pole position, Pedro Acosta second, Sam Lowes starts in third, Joe Roberts fourth, Philip Salak fifth, Jake Dixon lines up sixth on the grid. Hello, French Grand Prix, 3 and 6, same again. Vietti starts 7th, Ayagura is 8th, Lopez 9th, Alberino lines up 10th, Gonzalez takes 11th, Alcoba takes in 12th position. 13th on the grid for Darren Binder, 14th for Ayagura, 15th Albert Arenas, 16th Sergio Garcia, 17th for Somkat Chantra, 18th for Matteo Pessine as well. Further down, Barry Baltas 19th, Berben Schneider as well in 20th, Dennis Foggia lines up 21st, Zonta van der Goldberg 22nd, Sean Dylan Kelly 23rd, Isaac Guevara 24th. 25th for Gomez, then Tuvelik 26th, Ramirez 27th, Hadjar's 28th, Della Porta 29th, and Kazma Daniel back in 30th. The warm-up lap starts, 19 laps ahead of us then here for Moto2 in the Tuscan Hills for the Italian Grand Prix. Air temperature 26 degrees, track temperature 40 degrees, now rising according to our monitors down there 44 degrees. You see the air temperature now back down to 26 as well. 52% humidity around the circuit. There's a lot of expectation. We could be in for a solid weekend. Well, after qualifying, Aaron Canat's got it on the front row, but it's Tony Arbolino who leads on 99 points. And after Pedro Acosta crashed last time out, he is 25 points back exactly. Lopez is on 61 as well and 60 further back too. So the championship getting a little bit feisty. Who knows what is going to happen? We will keep an eye out here for the Moto2 Grand Prix of Italy. Now, it's getting very hot in this commentary box as well. If you've been with us throughout the day so far, to know when we're airing this as well, when we're filming, because we were doing Le Mans, so this race all been kept up delayed. Just to explain how we do it as well, I don't know what happens. I literally get taken into the commentary box, told when to go on air, and then that's it. So that's how it all works with the highlight shows. But we do the whole race live. So I've no idea what's going to happen. So we'll figure it out as we go, and fingers crossed it's going to be a good one. 19 laps ahead of us then. Just a reminder for you as well that we are going to have, fingers crossed, I'm going to do that actually. Fingers crossed we're going to have an absolutely fantastic Grand Prix because Moto2 always delivers. So fingers crossed as they come out the last corner, we're going to have a good race. So the lineup then on the grid. Dry conditions out there as well, which is perfect. Always hydrate. I was saying it's so hot in this commentary box as well. Good cream soda is very refreshing to the commentary. Gives you a bit of a sugar boost. It's nice. It's better than water. So they line up then on the field. Fingers crossed. There's Sam Lowes. He starts third on the grid. Aaron Canet has the pole position honours. 19 laps ahead of us. Canet on the right. In centre is Acosta. Lowes on the left. If you're looking from behind the grandstand seats, on the TV pictures, it's left for Canet, centre for Acosta, Lowes on the right. The field just coming into position now. 19 laps ahead of us. Green flag at the back. It's the 6th round of the Moto2 2023 World Championship. All eyes to the red lights. The engine notes rise, the lights are on. Lights out in Mugello. Good start from Aaron Canet. Great start from Sam Lowe. He's going to come over and immediately defend on the inside line from Joe Roberts. And he's going to be Sam Lowe still in 3rd position. Sam Lowe's on the inside line. Aaron Canet's lost down the lead. Round the outside comes Pedro Acosta. And Sam Lowe's hits the front. Acosta on the cutback 3-1. Oh! Multi-rider accident in the first corner. Huge accident, my goodness. It's Feminine Agora out. Jeremy Alcoba, Darren Binder involved. Huge accident. Yellow flags around. Will that stop the race? Acosta leads. Sam Lowe's in 2nd. 3rd for Alonso Lopez. Aaron Cannon in 4th. It looks like Feminine Agura. No, he's out of it. Puncher on the rear tyre. Ayagura is out. Alcoba out. Binder out too. They're the 3. So yeah, Darren involved too. They are the 3 that have been eliminated on the first corner. So as they come out through Acrobiata 1 and 2, no sign of the red flags just yet. Sam Lowe's on the attack, trying to get back into Acrobiata 2 ahead of Pedro Acosta. Not going to work out. Gets a great run. Helicopter picture freezes in the worst possible moment as they come down into the hill. Into turn 10 at Scarpella. Green flag out. Oh! Sam's been taken out by Lopez. Sam Lowe's flies into the barrier. Coming out of turn 12. And Poligo and Sam Lowe's is punching the air. Alonso Lopez on the inside dive bombs him. And Lopez takes out. And the incident's under investigation. Lopez kicks Sam Lowe's out of the race. What on earth was that? That's a black flag for Alonso. It has to be for a black flag. That is unbelievable. So Ramirez has crashed out too. Marcos Ramirez has crashed out. So that's 1. That's Agura, Alcoba, Binder, Lowe's, Ramirez. 5 riders on the opening lap. Acosta leads to Alonso Lopez in 2nd, but surely Alonso Lopez is going to get a penalty for that uncharacteristic dive bomb. He did as well. What was he thinking? What on earth was he doing? As Chantra and Agura pass Pezin, Boltas passes Arenas. Let's take another look at it from another angle. This is the start. Great start from Sam in 3rd, cuts across the inside of Joe Roberts. Top 2 get away well as well with Acosta battling out as well with Alberino. But then look further back. This is where the crash happens. Igura, Alcoba and Binder. It's under investigation. It's in the middle of the pack, so I'm looking further back. So, and it's just a snap from Alcoba, and it takes out Agura and Binder as well. And then this is Sam Lowe's. Look, Lopez on the inside and just completely takes Sam's leg out. So it's Lopez just dive bombing. I'm thinking, well, yeah, okay, we'll go through there. Nah, that's a penalty for me. As on the inside, Alberino gets passed by Aaron Canet for 3rd position as we go past that zone again. Surprised Sam Lowe's isn't there ready with a baseball bat to beat Alonso Lopez up. That is a long lap penalty. Good. A long lap penalty due to irresponsible riding for Alonso Lopez. And, well, to be fair, yeah, that should be that should honestly be a black flag in my book as well. That you don't do that. So Alonso Lopez will be thinking. So it's Acosta from Canet Alberino, the 1, 2, 3 in this race so far. 18 laps to go. It's lap 2 of 19 as they come across the line to start the 3rd lap of the Moto2 Italian Grand Prix. We have already looked. Well, let's have a look. Ramirez is. No, he's out of it too. So's Lowe's, Agura, Binder, Alcoba. So it's Casma Daniel who's down in last position as well. Alberino on the inside of Aaron Canet though. Just saw that on the timing screen and the cut to the pictures, and there he goes. Alberino on the inside of Canet then taking 3rd position. Alonso Lopez a 151, 369. But he's got that penalty. So Alberino will now lead on 115 points. Acosta will close that gap to 16 points advantage. Lopez is currently at 34, but he'll drop back, and Salak's out of the race as well, isn't he? No, that's Agura. Philip Salak is in 5th position. So this is just absolutely... Philip Salvador is who we need to check out. Where's Salvador? Can't see on my timing screens where Philip Salvador is. At the moment. Okay, well, that's timing tower's wrong. There he is, 5th. Philip Salak. Well, what's going on with that timing screens? It's either Salak or Salvador. Okay, That's Moto2. As they come through once again. Aaron Canet under attack then. He's pushing. He's attacking Tony Alberino. And he's going to the inside. And Alberino, nope, says, nope, you're not going to get through there, I'm afraid, Sonny. You have to find another way through and another way to attack me. So, Alonso Lopez, is he going to serve the long lap penalty now? Yes, he does. Takes it in. Oh, he's gone off the track and he's in the gravel. Lopez has not done the long lap penalty correctly. So he's gone off the track. Now, will they say that it was completed because he lost more time, or are they going to make him do that again, Lopez? Well, personally, I think he'd do it again because it wasn't right the first time round. So now, look, Alberino to second. All Acosta does is close that gap by 5 points. Now 20, 119 as well to 99 is the gap at the moment. Across the line, though, Acosta has a 1.3 second advantage to Tony Alberino. And FIM stewards, they've put him a message. No further action taken after reviewing incident involving the 54 of Agura, the 52 of Alcoba, and the 15 of Binder. Well, that timing tower could be a little bit faster to read the message. I don't think we need it. It should be like Formula 1. Lopez, long lap penalty due to incorrect long lap execution. So Lopez has been given another long lap penalty. We thought he might, and it now turns out he has, which I think is the correct, fair decision there. It was wrong on. Sam Lowe's is so angry in the paddock. Let's see. I could do nothing. I think I heard him saying there. He says, I could do nothing. And he's right, because there's Sam. He cuts the corner. Lopez just goes on the inside and goes, well, sorry, mate, you're out. And, yeah, look, Sam was like, what on earth? And he's punching the air several times. Oh, Aaron Canet nearly dropping in. He's trying to pass Tony Alberino. That's Sam's teammate on the Elfmark VDS racing bike. And Acosta's put out 1.8 seconds. So as things stand then, this is Acosta. His race to lose. He's now got 2 seconds to the rest of the field. Advantage Acosta. 1.949 off the pace. And oh, hang on a minute. What's happened? Oh, Alonso Lopez has done his long lap penalty. Long lap complete. Good. So this time, Alonso has completed his long lap penalty correctly. So it's Pedro Acosta from Tony Alberino and Canet, Philip Salat. There's the confirmation. Long lap penalty completed now for Alonso Lopez. So all looking good as they will come on. 15 laps to go then. And there is Alonso Lopez on the 21 machine. Oh, hang on, it's turn 1. That is Philip Salak on the inside of Aaron Canet getting himself involved now. Fourth place in the championship, 3rd place in the race. So it was about time that Philip Salak came into the battle of things. I was wondering where he was throughout the race event so far, as they take it upon themselves to hit the brakes, and now back on the inside, Salak holding off Aaron Canet nicely. So they've got Canet and Salak 2.3 seconds to Dixon, who's dropped back to 5th. But actually, Dixon started 6th. He's now in 5th, so he's passed Garcia. So that's an okay start, in my opinion. It's an okay run on the line. They've done what they needed to do, and they've relaxed everybody with it. So fingers crossed, all should be good. 15 laps to go. Lap 5 of 19. And Alberino is now dropped back a bit. Salak and Canet are right there as they come down. The track temperature starting to drop a little bit. I just noticed the cloud cover in the middle part of the track is slightly alarming. But all good so far. 2.4 seconds now. Dixon's now creating his own little train out through the field. So really should be pushing. I don't want to say it, but it's cautiously, wildly accelerating. And Ayagura has been passed by Lopez and Vietti for 12th and 13th position. Lopez is 8.2 seconds off of Pietro Acosta. That's the gap between him and the leader as things stand. Out of the last corner, 15 to go. Acosta, 2.2 seconds now. Now 2.3. And Dixon's under pressure from Sergio Garcia as we head down the start-finish straight towards turn 1 at San Benito. And Garcia thinks about a move on the inside line. He's going to send it. Jake Dixon's going to try and hold around the outside. Loses out. And through goes Sergio Garcia up into 5th position. Dixon down into 6th. Unfortunately, nothing he could do there. He did try his best, but it couldn't be operated in the opportunity he wanted to, as Shorten and Kelly has passed Lorenzo Dalla Porta. So, as you can see, it's 20 from Marcus Ramirez down. That's who's out of the race. So, Marcus Ramirez, Sam Lowes, Feminine Aguirre, Darren Binder and Jeremy Alcoba. And that's only 6 laps. It's been a very eventful opening 6 laps of the Moto2. Now we're predicting it to go down to a little bit of normality where the front skips away and then it's all action further back. It's a bit like what we saw in the Moto3 race earlier on, where the top 5 were separated as well. And then we had then 2, then 7 in a row. So it was 5, 2, 7 was the order as well for the top 13, 14 runners. 5, 2 and 7. 7, 7 is 14, yeah. And this is the replay of Lopez going off at the long lap extension down at turn number, well, it says 8. That's not where turn 8 is, because that's actually where the long lap is. It's down at turn 12 at Corinteno as well. That's that's the penultimate corner for the Biadetti chicane area. The S's that sweep back on themselves. Across the line, lap 6 of 19. And Acosta goes a little bit over the track limits. Might get a warning for that. In fact, I think he has. He leads 2.3 seconds to Tony Alberino. And this is how it's going to be all year long, isn't it? Anything you can do, I can do better. Acosta and Alberino trading places throughout the World Championship. As Joe Roberts passes Alonso Lopez for 11th position. Official ambient temperature now at 26 degrees. So they are, again, getting a little bit hotter as Lopez passes Roberts there. Acosta, 2.4 now. So can Alberino v Salak be the, I don't want to say it, but can it be the little juicy battle we want to see throughout the race? Just a little, just slightly sort of not changing, but sort of go like, bam, I'll have you there. I'll take it here, I'll overtake, I'll attack. And Philip Salak has got, what is it, right behind number 40. That is going to be Aaron Canet. Yeah, so Salak's kind of behind in the gap, 0.3 of a second, now 0.7 of a second. So Canet dropped off dramatically to where I expected him to be as they come into the battle. Oh, hello. Vietti and Chancho past Lopez. Lopez down to 11th. Bo Ben Schneider up into 19th position, passing Borja Gomez for 20th place. Now's the 14 running P2. This is Alberino looking back to Salak with a 6/10 advantage to Canet just behind him. This is an interesting little event we've got brewing here. I think Acosta's got this one. Unless he puts him down himself, which has happened this year already, this is going to be all a walkover for him on that Red Bull KTMI, Joe. As they enter the braking zone for turn number 1, they swing the bikes in. Oh, Alberino's just having a little bit of a twitch there. Not really liking how that looks to me, to be fair. 8 of 19, 12 to go. Canet, 9, 10. Oh, yeah, it needs to drop a second back now. Canet's running basically in a little bit of a gap. He's got a second between Salak and him, and then he's got 2.6 between him and Garcia, his teammate on the Pons. Wiglo, Loss 40 bike. Yellow sectors 1 and 2. Who's crashed? Lukas Tulevic has crashed out of the race. So Tulevic's crashed out. Ryder okay, I'm seeing on my timing screen, and you're seeing it down at the bottom there as well. So Tulevic has crashed out of the event. Not great, slightly worrying. And there you go, Lukas Tulevic, crash. The number 3 is out of the race. Where's he crashed? Must be, well, sectors 1 and 3. So last corner, I bet. Ambient temperature now 26 degrees. It is turn 3. Oh. That's at Pogo Seca. That's coming, yes, that's coming out of Luco, and that's the first sector on the track. must get a track map up on the timing screen at some point in the future so that everyone can see what part of the track. We've got a little one, but it's mainly just data screens, isn't it, for Moto 2 and 3. And hopefully with MotoGP as well. We're going to have a few more screens as well going into the future. As everyone begins to settle into the pace. 8 of 19. Closing on. Lap 9 of 19. Are we halfway? No, next lap is halfway. Approaching halfway. And Acosta leads by 2.6 seconds. Here comes Dixon on the inside of Garcia for 5th, and he's taken him. Garcia can't get the cut back on, and is that Manuel Gomez in 7th? He's closing in on this little fight now. Really is staying the consistency. Oh, bit of tire marble flies off the back and hits the camera lens. It was quite a good shot, to be fair. Dixon then up into 5th position. Britain's hope in this event. He's got 2 Spanish riders behind there, Garcia and Gonzalez. Well, Dixon goes well here at Mugello, so he could be on for a podium if he can catch up to Carrot and Salak. But this is like a pretty much top 3 battle, doesn't it? Oh, up the inside, Alonso Lopez making a move on Cristina Vietti as well for 9th position. Vietti can do nothing about it to cut back, so through goes Alonso Lopez into 9th. So Lopez now not bottling it and hitting other riders out of the race as we once predicted. Lopez 9th, Vietti 10th. So they've kept that together. And our race leader, Pietro Acosta, by 2.6 seconds. Moto 3, fun sometimes. Moto 2, fun sometimes. Majority, domination. But it's it's only going to close the gap by 5 points. That's what... It's a really long season. It's the longest season in history for every series. MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3. And it is just insane how little time, how little grip we're having. Bowman Schneider in 18th position. Zonta van der Goldberg in 19th at the moment. 10 laps to go. There's Jeremy Alcoba. Yeah, went over. What can I do? This is the race start. Alcoba was involved in that. Aigura crashed first. Then Alcoba. Then Binder. This is on the inside. Yeah, on the inside. It's which one is it? So it's Aigura who hits the side of Binder, and then it's Alcoba who goes a high side, hits his head, the bike barrel rolls, and that's what's happening with that great angle. So it's all caused by Aigura, who then hit Binder, and then hit Aigura, and then Aigura went flying over, and Binder slipped out. Well, not great, is it, that one? That's going to take some explaining. Back on this one, but Pietro Acosta leads this race, and Alberino was actually faster on that last lap time around, a 152.2 compared to 152.1. Oh, actually, no, it's a last best. That's not showing us our last lap times on our timing screen, is it? It's only showing us best lap times. That's something that we could see. Yellow flag is out on the circuit, and it's in sector 3. I believe, yeah, it's Zonta van der Goldberg who's crashed out. And he's dropped out because he was dropping down timing. He was stopped on the timing tower in the sectors. He wasn't moving, and it is Zonta van der Goldberg. Rider okay, though, according to our notes. Past half distance then. Lap 10 with 10 to go. Last lap 11 with 9 to go. And there's sector 3 with the yellow flag out. Pietro Acosta 2.6 seconds to Alberino. Oh, picture's having a numerous time breaking up this weekend. It's quite, I don't want to say annoying, but it is quite hard to keep on with things. So Acosta still challenging. Down the hill they come. Oh, and a little bit of a move. So Alberino will be on 119. Acosta will be on 99. So it'll be exactly a 20-point gap. Salak will be on 76, 43 back. Lopez 68 points, 51 back. So it's a two-way fight for the title already between Alberino and Acosta. But again, they're going to be 1-2ing each other for the rest of the season unless there's a big mistake. And Shaunton and Kelly passing Lorenzo Dalla Porta as well. I don't want to say it, but it's getting a little bit, not predictable, but a little bit more worrying, this Moto2 Championship, because it could end badly. If they're pushing themselves to not make the mistakes and pushing themselves harder, they could make the mistakes and it could all end up in tears. So, yeah, they're going to have to figure that one out between themselves. 9 to go. Oh, Alonso Lopez has passed Mateo Pazin as well. So he's up. Lopez up into 8th position now. Gap to leader, 10.2 seconds. Don't know why we keep highlighting that on the race control. Vietti's passed Pazin as well. I hope Mateo's alright out there. He's not dropping back with a problem or anything. So many, look at that, just the sector time's changing dramatically. Gap between Acosta and Albarino as they come across the line to start lap, I want to say 12, yeah. It's 2.829 seconds. So again, who's got the fastest speed? Salah, oh hello, Dixon was quick. And now Garcia's under pressure from Gomez. In towards turn 1. Garcia goes a little bit too deep. I thought Gonzalez might go, okay, bang, I'll go through the inside and take you up. But he's playing the long game. He knows what's up. Gonzalez, 7th. Lopez, 8th. Garcia, Gonzalez, Lopez. I said Gomez, wasn't I? Covering too many series in one day. 8 laps to go. Oh, there we go on the inside. Gonzalez makes the move. Coming into Casanova. And now coming into Sabel. Up the inside goes Lopez. And Vietti's now fancying a go as well on Sergio Garcia. Not going to do it. So Gonzalez batting now up to 6th. 7th for Lopez. 8th Garcia. 9th for Vietti. Pessin as well over there. I need to check that one as well. Passini, there we go. Need better glasses, better timing screen is what I need up here in the comms box. Justina Vietti. I think he's on the inside. Way, Vietti! Vietti touching the back of Sergio Garcia. I saw that lunge coming into turn 12 as well. He just sort of ran as much of his wheel on the leg of Garcia as he possibly could, and he's still doing it, Vietti. Trying to look on the inside line. It's going to be tight, and he's through. Oh, Vietti. Great little dive bomb on Garcia, and Garcia jumped out of the way, but now Lopez is on Gonzalez. Across the line, is Lopez going to pull out to the outside line? Yes, he does. And should get the move done before the braking zone. Gonzalez might get the cut back, depending on how low they go. Nope, all looks okay to me. 7 to go. Lap 13 of 19. Acosta leading this one. Albarino 2nd. Salak 3rd. Canat 4th. Dixon 5th. Lopez 6th. Gonzalez 7th. Vietti has got a track limits warning. So a track limits warning for Justina Vietti now. Oh, and I heard someone in the commentary box there behind my ears. Sounded like Susie Perry as well. So Susie must have turned her mic on somewhere and we heard it. That's not how it works. So Acosta closing in. Albarino 2. Acosta by look at that. 3.5 seconds. And then Albarino to Salak is 3.2 seconds. And after that, as you can see in your timing screens here, it begins to close a little bit more. But it's not all about the racing here, is it? Hello. Aaron Canat's past Philippe Salak. There we go. Canat's on the inside, getting past the number 12 of Philippe Salak, who's on the Grenesi Moto2 bike, well, the Grenesi team. And Canat on the Pons Wigo Los 40 on the inside. That's a nice move from Canat. Slipstream down the hill and towards turn number 10 as well. Nicely done into Scarpera before Paslio. 6 laps to go then. As they close it, Acosta 180 miles an hour across the line. Albarino 179, so that's 290 kilometres an hour for Acosta on the brakes. 180 miles an hour. 182 miles an hour for Vietti. That's 292 kilometres. Touching 300 kilometres an hour on a Moto2 bike. We're seeing 330s. 293 for Roberts kilometres. That's 182 miles an hour, same as Barry Boltus. But we're seeing 330 kilometre, 220 on MotoGP bikes going to that braking zone. It is terrifyingly quick, but terrifyingly good. It's an insane amount of running that these riders are putting themselves through in terms of the risk, and it is working absolutely spectacularly. Spectacularly is a word. Acosta leads, Albarino second, the gap between them 3 to 3. So there is Aaron Canet in third, under pressure of Philippe Salac. Salac going to have a little look. 6 to go. Fastest lap, Pietro Acosta 151.345. Best lap here was Sam Lowe's, 1 minute 51.208. So we haven't got that yet. Oh, hello. What's happened to Philippe Salac? He's got braked himself coming into turn 12 and lost a lot of time. He's now under pressure from Jake Dixon. Just looked up at the timing screen and he just sort of trail braked it in. Slightly nerve-wracking there. Just about gets it stopped and is just about okay. But that's alarming me. That's alarming you at home as well. 5 laps to go then in the Moto2 Italian Grand Prix. Acosta leading this one as well. Going to win yet another race at this rate. And they're still going to push it as hard as they can. We had Vietti, remember, with that track limits warning. It just flashed up again on my timing screens. Dixon's faster than Salac at all 3 laps. By, a lot actually. 53s for Salac's, 52s for Dixon. So Dixon should easily take 4th position. And yellow sector 1, who's crashed out? It's Albert Arenas who is dropping down my timing tower. Is it Albert Arenas? It's got to be, isn't it? Yes, it is. Albert Arenas has crashed out. Turn 1, San Benito. So he's just dropped it. Rider okay, though, according to my timing screen. But Albert Arenas out. As we see Dixon on the inside, coming into Accabiata 1, making the move on Philippe Salac. Salac trying to come back in Accabiata 2, not going to work out. And Jake Dixon moves up into 4th position. Yellow flag was moved, and looks good to me that they've managed to clear that bike. And Albert Arenas is okay. He's walking away as well, and gingerly as well through the gravel trap. There's the 12. That's Philippe Salac trying to attack back at Dixon. Not going to work there, I'm afraid, my friend. You'll have to find another way through. You'll have to find another slipstream battle. Oh. Pedro Acosta having the attack. He's 4 seconds ahead of Tony Albarino. Look at that, 4 seconds exactly. Now 4.006. This is a remarkable achievement from Acosta, as Piscini gets ahead of Garcia for 9th position. Somcat Chantra's in 11th. Chantra's closing in on this one as well, so we'll still see where he's going to run there, as my iPad of notes turns off. 4 to go. Maximum attack. 3.9. Hello. Albarino is attacking, but he's not going to get a second per lap here. Unless Acosta goes down, he can cruise to the finish. Lopez is 11.3 seconds away from the lead. That's how much he's lost in the last couple. Still on the attack. What a fantastic run we've got here. 4 to go. Acosta, Albarino, Canet, 1, 2 and 3. Dixon, 4. Honestly, the racing, I don't think the race needs to be this long. I really don't, because Moto2 needs to change, because it's designed to be a spec-type series, and we are having nothing but normal racing. There's been a couple of good ones this year. I think America was good, Spain was okay, but it's being a bit tricky. It's a difficult one to commentate because there's not, especially solo. I think we'll have to get a co-commentator in from the Moto2s and Moto3s. Usually we have nowadays pit reporters down with us in the pit lane, but not for ones that we record later because everyone's a bit tired after Le Mans, the 24-hour race, which I don't blame them for one bit. I've only just recovered from it, and that's we're recording this on Tuesday. It's going out on Friday morning. Cross the line. That's Alonso Lopez under attack from Vietti. Vietti's on the inside, makes the move. Vietti up to 6th, Lopez down to 7th. And Lopez trying to come back on the inside line towards turn 1. Nope, trail breaking in. Not there. Don't even think about an attack into turn 1 when you're trail breaking. 3 to go. Acosta, 4.4 seconds ahead of Arbolino, who is 4.6 seconds ahead of Aaron Canet, who is 8/10 ahead of Jake Dixon. Come on, Jake, get a podium. Can Jake Dixon pass Aaron Canet in the next 3 laps? That's the question. As Garcia passes, passing, where is it? Passini, yeah. I do apologise. Albert Arenas has rejoined the race. Oh, okay. Albert Arenas has got back into the race. That is a surprise. As they come into it, Dixon's having the attack here. He might fancy something. Hello, Dixon is attacking here, and attacking quite well. That's the 12, so that is Vietti, Salak and Lopez closing in. Dixon's 0.7 seconds. Come on, Jake, make the move on Aaron Canet. Get up into 3rd place. Sam should have had a podium here today. Can Jake take it for him? British riders are so scarce now in the MotoGP world. We cheer on everybody we can. And keep your fingers crossed that we have a nice, clean race. Philip Salak has been told right behind is the 21 of Alonso Lopez, gap 0.1 of a second. 2 laps to go as we cross the line. Into the braking zone, and Alonso Lopez cuts the entrance to the pit lane line to get alongside Philip Salak. Oh, and again he touches Salak. Salak forced out wide braking. Alonso Lopez, fast, aggressive rider, but dangerous. Dangerous. He touched the side of Sam and put him down. He just touched the side of Salak as well. Lopez is a bit dangerous, and there's Dixon. Dixon on the back of Canet. What's the gap? Vietti is 1.5 behind Dixon. That's good. Dixon's got room to attack and breathe here. We'll just see if he makes the lunge at some point in this race. What's the gap now? 4.9 seconds. Acosta and Arbolino. Unbelievable runs here. Dixon on the back of Canet. Take a swig of the drink. Canet still P3 for Spain. Down in towards turn 10 at Scarpera. Through turn 11 at Palgio. Now turn 12, Cornintelo. Can he have a move on the inside? Dixon's going to try and choke break. Nope, nothing there. Canet, nope, not going to have an opportunity to get back on the inside line. I was casually hoping that Jake might do it, unless it's going to be a last lap. He's lining himself up nicely through Biandetti 1 and 2. Is it a turn 1 manoeuvre? He's right alongside him into turn 15. Don't drop it, Jake. That's something that you do quite a lot. Last lap the call though for Pietro Acosta, who has dominated the Italian Grand Prix for Moto2. This is lap 19 of 19. Tony Arbolino just now crossing over the bridge to start the last lap, and Dixon's round the outside of Aaron Canet for 3rd position in towards turn 1 at San Benito, and Jake Dixon has done it. Gets it stopped, Canet's down, and Dixon's got on the podium. Yes! Arbolino will be 20 points clear of Acosta in the championship. Alonso Lopez 48 back. Philip Salak 50 points back. That's the top 4 as things stand It's a dangerous game to play. It's a close game to play. But boy, oh boy, has this actually been quite good. There's always been a little bit of action. It was slow in parts, but it's been an okay Moto2 race. We've had worse, and we've had better. Italy, though, I would say is an okay one. The domination can't be thrown away from Pedro Acosta, but Dixon's under a bit of pressure here again from Aaron Canet through the Acquabiata 1 and 2 into Scarpiera. And this is turn 12 for Pietro Acosta, who will come through Biodetti 1 and 2. 3 corners left in the last sector. Here is Jake Dixon closing back. Looks to be done. The last sector is approaching the last corner. At turn 15, Pietro Acosta on the Red Bull KTM Joe will take his 3rd win of the year out of 6 races. Pietro Acosta dominates and masters Mugello and wins the Italian Grand Prix. Tony Arbolino 2nd, Jake Dixon in 3rd. 4th Ryan Canet, 5th Justino Vietti, Alonso Lopez fights back for 6th, Salak 7th, and across the line Gonzalez, then ahead of Chancho and Garcia. Then it's Passini, Roberts, Foggia, Ben Schneider 14th, Aguirre the last point, Bolter 16th, Gomez, Guevara, Sean Dillon Kelly, Lorenzo Dalla Porta, then it's Hadar as well 21st, Kazma Daniel 22nd, and 23rd across the line for Albert Arenas as BT Sport go to a break, but we haven't even finished the riders across the line yet, so that's even worse. But yeah, Albert Arenas 23rd, and then out of the race we see Van der Golsberg, Tuvelik, Ramirez, Lowe's, Aguirre, Binder and Alcoba. But Pietro Acosta wins again this year, closes the gap down to 20 points. Fantastic Italian Grand Prix. So Pietro Acosta takes the victory here as well, closing the gap down to 20 points in the championship because of Tony Arbo finishing 2nd place and Jake Dixon taking a podium in 3rd. Just a week's time then until we are back with the German Grand Prix at the Sachsenring for Moto2. Thanks for your company. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.